If you were paying attention in high school physics, you'll know that some metals and their alloys, like iron and steel, are innately magnetic. The technical term is ferromagnetic, and this property makes our steel food cans easy to pluck out of our waste using huge magnets. But drink cans are made from a different metal, aluminium.
Before the producer of that short clip even picked up a camera, he would have answered our three questions thusly. First, what idea am I trying to communicate? He would say, I want to show how recycling equipment automatically separates out all metals from other rubbish coming in. Who's my intended audience? He would say, anyone interested in recycling. Third, how am I going to capture those images? He'll say, yes, I'm going to film. I'll film an announcer and the recycling process itself. He would take the answers to these questions and come up with a short description of the movie called a treatment, which we'll discuss next. Operating a camera and getting a good image on film is an extremely difficult business. Hollywood movies, music videos, TV commercials cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to produce and have a staff of scores of trained professionals on hand. My guess is your film won't have any of these advantages. Therefore, you need to keep things as simple as you possibly can. One way to do this is to mount your camera on a tripod. Do not move the camera, called panning or tracking. Don't use the zoom lens, and certainly don't pick up the camera or walk around the room with it. There's nothing worse than looking at a shaky picture. You will want to take your time and set up each shot. Take several shots of the same scene to give your editors a choice of the best ones. You will want to take a variety of shots, a master shot that shows the scene from beginning to end, and then close-ups or reaction shots, perhaps even low-angle, high-angle shots. You will want to audition your actors carefully. You want people who can speak slowly and clearly and who can emote to the camera and are not embarrassed to be filmed. Lighting can be a problem. Do attend to that. To give an easy example, if I were wearing my glasses now, well, you can see the problem that could occur. Similarly, sound can be a problem to record as you're filming. I suggest you disregard the sound. You dub in the actors' voices, the music, the special effects later. Next, we come to the point where some people say the actual film is made, and that is in the editing process. For our final segment, we've left the studio and we're down here in the Great Barrier Reef. At least, that's what it looks like. That's actually a computer-generated image behind me. Probably put in by some editor who didn't realize how distracting bad editing can be. You'll have gone through all your film, picked out your best shots. and then put them in the order that best conveys the idea behind your film. Between each shot will be a transition. While there are many different kinds of transitions, I find 90% of the time a fade or a jump cut is best. You also add titles, credits, and any captions. If you have animation sequences and still images that you've manipulated, now's the time to put them in the film. If you've taken my advice, you've gotten your actors back into the studio, they've dubbed in their lines, you can add some editing effects to our worked example. Let's take one last look at it and see if we've developed an appreciation for the entire filmmaking process.
If you were paying attention in high school physics, you'll know that some metals and their alloys, like iron and steel, are innately magnetic. The technical term is ferromagnetic, and this property makes our steel food cans easy to pluck out of our waste using huge magnets. But drink cans are made from a different metal, aluminium. It's not ferromagnetic, but it is a good conductor, which means we can induce magnetism and sort the cans in an eddy current separator.